The focus in this session is about evolution or historical viewpoint of international business, and we shall also discuss about the features of international business. The business across the borders of the countries had been carried out since a number of decades. So, in this session, let's understand how the concept of international business evolved and its features. The origin of international business goes back to human civilization. Every country is abundant in different type of natural resources and is specialized in making goods which are based on those resources, which are available at a very minimum or reasonable price. Let's take an example of Brazil. It is specialized in production of coffee. India is specialized in producing jute products, cotton textiles, agro-based products, and so on. Every country is not self-sufficient. It needs trade with other countries for getting new raw materials or market for their finished goods. The main reason of Britishers coming to our country was not ruling over us. It was for international trade. India was rich in natural resources. So Britishers set up their colonies in India to, to get raw materials from India and a market for their finished goods. Traders used to transport silk and spice through the sea route in 14th and 15th century. Later, fast-sailing ships called crippers with special crew transport tea from China and spices from Dutch East Indies to different European countries. But the business at that time was restricted to international trade, which included exports and imports of goods and services between countries. The post World War II engraved a new era, which gave a birth to the concept of multinational companies, wherein, apart from export and import, many other activities were carried out between nations, like strategic alliances, commodity trade, currency trading, international financial market, and so on. The post 1990s period has given a greater breakthrough to international business. The term international business in real sense came into existence 2 decades ago. Moreover, the term international business has originated from the word international marketing, which in turn has been originated from the term export marketing. The transition from international trade to international business took place when the multinational companies started setting up their plants and other manufacturing infrastructure facilities in host or foreign countries after 1980s. Later on, they started producing or manufacturing in one country where manufacturing facilities and resources were available and marketing in other foreign countries. Let's take an example of Unilever. Unilever established its subsidiary company in India, that is HLL, Hindustan Lever Limited. It produces its products in India and markets them in the nearby neighboring countries such as Bangladesh, Sri Lanka, Nepal, and so on. Number of United States based companies have established their plant in China, South Korea, Bangkok, and so on, thus serving the domestic and international requirements. Therefore, international business is the process of focusing on the resources of the globe and objectives of the organization on global opportunities and threats in order to produce, buy, sell, or exchange goods and services worldwide. International business not only includes exchange of goods and services but also investments, that is, foreign direct investment. This is the background of the concept of evolution of international business. We have just discussed the evolution. Now let's focus on understanding the features or characteristics of international business. International business are those activities that involve the transfer of resources, goods, services, knowledge, skill, or information across international boundaries. The main feature of international business areas are as follows. Firstly, flow of capital across countries. International business is shaped by the flow of capital across borders rather than by flow of goods and services. The trends in the international money market and capital market construct the financial statement of the country like BOP, that is balance of payment, and contribute in shaping the fiscal and monetary policies of the government. The government in turn modifies its policies, which in turn determine the flow of capital across the countries. The next feature is accurate and timely information required. Huge investment is made while entering into an international market. Even lot many surveys and researches has been done to understand the involvement of time and money. Therefore, international business needs accurate and timely information in order to make effective and appropriate quick decisions. Let's take an example of Europe. Europe is considered the most opportunistic leather market, and based on this information, Bata could enter into various European markets. India was no first for IT experts. Market expansion, the next feature. The goal or objective of international business is market expansion rather than profit maximization. The focus is on deeper penetration in different markets is the major objective of international business. Efforts should be made for having foothold in the market so that the process of expansion becomes easy. Let's discuss the next feature, size of international business. Availability of capital should not be the limitation for international business, as it will lead to compromises. The size of international business should be large. So, to make deeper presence in the foreign or international market. Larger the size of a business of a multinational company, deeper is its impact in international market, as of its operations are expanded all over the globe. The next feature is wider scope. The whole world is to be considered as market for business. Boundaries of nations are not the limitations. International business has a wider scope as compared to international trade or international marketing. In fact, international business includes international marketing, international investment, technology investment, exchange, and management of foreign exchange, management of international cultural exchange, management of IHRM, that is International Human Resources, production and logistics. Hence, it occupies the wide aspect of the entire system rather than more potential in the domestic markets. International markets possesses more potential. This is due to the fact that international business has its presence across the world, which widens its horizons, scope, and customer base. Let's take an example of IBM. IBM's sale is more in foreign countries than in USA, which is its original place of business. High quality fruits like apples, green apple, and mangoes are exported from India as Indian markets has less potential with respect to high price goods. Let's understand the next feature with regard to market segmentation. A firm working at international level should always do market segmentation before entering into any country. It may be geographical market segmentation. International business has to segment its market in order to crave its presence in any international business prospective market. Therefore, market segmentation refers to the process of dividing the market into smaller groups or segments based on various factors such as geographical factors, demographic factors, social, cultural, and so on. Generally, International business segments its market on geographic factors. You must have heard of the famous group or chain of hotels, Hilton Hotels. Let's discuss about this hotels. Hilton Hotels customizes rooms and lobbies according to their locations. Northeastern hotels are more cosmopolitan and southwestern hotels are more rustic. Nescafe coffee has many flavors depending on taste and likings of the people of different countries. Inter-country comparison, the next feature. International business studies the business opportunities, threats, consumer tastes, preferences, behavior, culture of societies, human resources, technological advancements, and management styles of various countries. This helps in making a comparative study between the various components of two countries, which leads to an assessment of inter-country similarities and differences. The inter-country comparisons also help in analyzing the market potentials of various countries. So in this session, we have discussed about evolution of international business and the key features of international business with relevant examples.